Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's performance. I, of course, am Hayden Hartrick. I am the ringleader of this Herculean house of harpies, and these are your jesters. We've got Clayton Chalman.
My doctor got confused between castration and circumcision. I still don't know which one I got.
We've got Alex Pittner.
I'm currently involved in several legal battles because as a doctor, I've gotten very confused over certain concepts.
We've got Maxim Foster.
Clayton, I told you many times it's castration. You've shown me it's castration.
We've got Collin Mims.
To be fair, he's also circumcised. It's very clean.
And we've got Brett Owen.
As Alex Pittner, I give the legal advice that you should speak no more about this until the first court hearing. Thank you very much.
And
Of course.
this is Jest.
I'm smooth like a Barbie.
Woo! No entrance.
Hello, everybody. How are you on this fine Sunday evening at 8:08 p.m. precisely is when we're starting. Ooh, crazy. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're excited to be here just like I am excited to be playing with these wonderful people, just as I'm excited every single week to be with all these wonderful people. I hope you've had a good week. I hope your summer's going well. I hope if you're not watching this in the summer, I hope whatever season it is going well for you. I think we got a really fun episode coming up tonight. But again, if you haven't seen, just a couple of little keeping it house things. As I've been saying the past few episodes, our wonderful Collin Mims has been doing a bunch of new art for all of our characters. It looks absolutely wonderful. I don't know off the top of my head what all has gone up on Twitter yet, but I know that the Thomas redesign is used in one of our new thumbnails. All of our episodes on YouTube have had their thumbnails redone, so you should be able to more easily understand where you're watching from, and just so everything has a unique style, but also a nice little look to it. So I was really excited for that. But yes, so other than that, I don't think we've got much to talk about before we actually hop right into the game. Unless anybody else has something they want to remind me of, speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, so, last time, with our friends here, the Candy Mafia, as they have dubbed themselves, but not called themselves all too often, they were dealing with the death of a friend. Micah had been struck down by the Phoenix King. They had taken his body to Talia to get it embalmed and ready for the process of transporting it back to Mozetta. They left on the road, had a couple days' journey to Zaspros, where nothing really crazy happened. They made it to Zaspros. They went to the library to get a certain book translated, and from there they left off. Leaving out of the library, they met a new person who seemed particularly interested in them as a party, a female dwarf named Vidya, who is Brett's new character, seemed to take a particular interest in the winners of the Spring Fling, following them around and eventually asking to just kind of accompany them for a little while, if I'm remembering correctly.
That's pretty much it.
They went back, the party bedded down in the Gilded Goose, and Vidya went back to wherever it was that she was staying, and Dionysus, I believe at the end of the episode, had I don't remember when the dream happened, but Dionysus had a dream.
Very beginning.
Very beginning. I knew it was one of the two.
It didn't happen in the middle.
No, it didn't. I knew that. But we pick up as the sun begins to rise over Zaspros, peeking in through your windows, starting to awaken those of you that are awakened by sunlight. that are not, the deeper of sleepers. So, what is everybody's plan for the day?
I get so once we're all together.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, really, all we have to do today is just pick up the book, right? I mean, do we have any other business here? Are we kicking it?
There are some supplies that I would like to pick up. But other than that, there is nothing that I can think of.
Yeah, we should probably just get those and get a move on.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys come by the Church of Ordos? I gotta get some healing done first.
Brett, are you all? Wait, did you all gather with Vidya, or did you?
Or,
is this at the Gilded Goose?
This is at the Gilded Goose.
Never mind.
Vidya, you are
Sorry.
not there at the moment.
Okay.
Vidya walked in. Hey, I don't have a room here.
And I mean, I imagine we haven't talked about this in private, I don't think, but I assume we're all good with the dwarf tagging along?
Yeah, I'm good.
I suppose. I don't really know her deal, but I don't see why not. I guess more company is fine.
All right. Do we know what time the book is going to be ready?
He said just come by at some point tomorrow. I don't think he gave you a specific time.
Cool. Maybe should we do our shopping now to give him a little bit more time if he needs it, and then
Probably.
Yeah.
then that's what we'll do.
Alrighty. Vidya, what are you doing
Yes.
this morning?
Well, I'm waking up. As part of the Church of Ordos, I've kind of been bumming it out here. I've had a place to stay, which is very grateful. So I'm trying to return the favor as much as possible.
Of course.
Kind of flexing the paladin healing magic a little bit, and just there's this guy who has a very broken leg,
Sure.
and I'm trying to mend it back together, but his bones are like powder at this point, and I'm trying to like really use that like godly brain blast to try and like
Sure.
fix it up.
So if you're looking for something like that, yeah, there's a man who's grievously injured from some sort of just generic. He was working on his house and fell off his own roof, broke his leg, and you and another cleric are just kind of working, putting the bone back in place, kind of you using your healing magic to like suppress the pain and allowing the cleric to actually fully get in there with their healing and kind of mending the bone. Go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Okay. It's an 11.
All right. It's enough. Hold up. Where did my dice go? Yes, it's enough working with this cleric that you're working with to kind of put them at a point where they're kind of like really, really uncomfortable as you first put your hands on, and you move their leg around trying to find the right place, and there's a little bit of like discomfort where like, as you're able to kind of put a little bit of your lay on hands into it and just kind of get them like, where you are able to move their bones without them screaming out in pain. And then the cleric comes in, goes over, and then takes a splint and kind of wraps it up, and she turns to the man and she's like, just try to stay off it for a few days, let it heal. And he's like, thank you very much.
No need to worry. Thank you for coming to us. We try to use the best glue on the market right now to fix bones, and we're grateful to have you.
Did you use glue on my... He kind of like looks down at the split. Touches it and... Oh, ow. Thank you. He kind of shimmies off, and the cleric runs and gets him some crutches, hands him. and hobbles out.
Cool. Well, I'm done here. I guess I'm gonna go and say hi to my friends, my heroes. As I'm gonna also take a poster off the wall, which is conveniently a poster of the Candy Mafia.
Sure.
And
It's not actually official Candy Mafia.
no.
Mhm.
It's not.
If you're looking for something like that, easily enough, there's probably like an old poster of a few, like about a week old, that just kind of is still hanging up. That's like a portrait of
Oh no! I'm saying that Vidya would like explicitly seek out merchandise from the Spring
Sure.
Plague.
Okay, then if you're that's in the terms of like you're packing up your room, correct?
Yeah.
So sure, there's probably something you could have gotten that was like a artist rendition of the Candy Mafia that they just kind of were selling like the day after the Spring Fling, just trying to be like, hey, I'm involved in this, making money off of that.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm gonna head back to the Gilded Goose.
Alrighty. So you said the rest of the party, you said you are going shopping?
Yeah. We probably would have waited, I assume, because I think we had talked and knew Video was going to meet us here.
Okay. After you take some time to eat some breakfast and get ready for the day, kind of fully wake up, eventually Vidya walks in and joins you at your table.
Hi guys, great news! I found more stuff for you guys to sign. Also, I hope you guys are having a great morning.
Yeah, it's going all right.
Solid order for those two things.
And she's just like in kind of dumbstruck awe, like, oh, I'm gonna adventure with these people, like hell yeah. She takes a seat.
Okay.
You eaten breakfast yet?
Yes, I have. At the church we subsist on a diet of crackers and purified blood.
Oh.
Now we purify the blood out of it. That's what the purification is for.
What is it?
Wait, then what's left?
What is the source of the blood?
Iron and water.
So you have iron in your veins?
Yeah, no, my bones are so hard right now.
I am still confused. Where is this blood coming from?
We're at church. You guys don't have bloodletting at your church?
Make a deception check.
Deception check.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Most of you are able to kind of gather that this is not actually how the church operates.
Please laugh. I'm trying really hard to fit in with you.
I'm calling
So
it.
your idea of fitting in is telling us that you drink blood in the morning?
Okay.
I bought it. After the coffee wine last night, I was just kind of thinking that when it comes to beverages, you just go crazy. And I respect it, quite frankly.
Thank you.
Well, we were going to go shopping if you wanted to join us.
Of course. I would love to.
Just some housekeeping stuff. Did you guys take the money that Micah had on his body? I assumed that would be part of the preparing process. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you guys do with that?
I had not thought about it.
Me neither.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Dionys didn't do anything about it. In theory, it would have probably been on his body still. I think the only one who might have thought about it is Logan.
Right. Yeah. I'll say I thought about it, but out of respect, I didn't really bring it up. But
Okay.
it did cross my mind.
It's
Yeah.
it's not the party's fund, but it's the party fund for Logan's party. Is what it is.
So if nobody did anything with the money on his body,
Correct.
then that is good for me to know.
And also, just to be clear, his body is like the place disappeared, right? Or is that the?
Dionys has an amber that has his remains within it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know if I fully described that. It's a piece of amber, and inside you can see like a dark, like silhouette of something embedded in it, and you assume it to be some sort of magical encasement for long-term travel.
I know it's probably a lot more like respectful, but what immediately came to mind in that instance was Star Wars. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's not a mica face like pressed through the amber.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That would be
No.
haunting.
No,
Yeah,
it's just like I mean, this feels more disrespectful to say, but it's like the bug candies.
Or
Yeah.
is he just
But-
is he
but
like
it-
composing, like,
That's not better.
I said it's worse. It's more disrespectful. But no, it's like that in concept where you can tell that there's something embedded, but you don't see mica. It's just a small, like, dark figure in the middle of it.
Micah, I
And
choose
eating
you.
it, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you're like, what is this? And it's a scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She
Yeah,
just-
we get make sure that you don't put it in the same pocket as all your scorpions and cockroaches in amber. Because that might get difficult.
Micah had a scorpion tail? What the hell?
Whoa, huh. I never noticed. I never asked.
Talia comes running in, and she's like, wait, wrong amber.
Don't ask. Don't ask. You know how
I had a
what
weekend
churches-
with Bernie's to stay all the way over here. Fuck.
Okay. So you're going shopping. Where are you going first?
Giannis, where did you?
Sorry, I muted myself because my dog's going crazy down there now. Dionysus in particular wanted to go by a jewel store.
Okay. A jewel store. Can you give me a bit more of like what you're looking for? Because are you looking for
Sure.
like jewelry? Are you looking for?
If I'm speaking frankly, totally meta, she is specifically looking to buy 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. That
For a
so she
particular
can ask
spell.
for Vivify.
All right. Let me double check that it is 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds. Oh, diamonds worth 300 gold pieces. Okay. So sure, you are able to find a. You kind of go looking around, asking around, and you eventually come across a store called the Chained Jewel. It seems to be a small, just like a little jewelry store, as is what you're looking for. That you assume might sell loose jewels as well as full jewelry. As you walk in, there is a man at the counter. He is elven, but like dark-skinned elven. Something you actually haven't seen a lot. None of you really have seen a lot of drow out in the world, but you do recognize this as a dark-skinned drow. As you come in, he says, "Oh, hello. How may I help you?"
I was looking for a few diamonds, if you happen to have any.
Of course.
In particular for spells, so they don't need to be in any sort of.
You're looking for spellcasting components, of course. How much are we looking to buy? Because I have plenty of diamonds that I am working with, but
There was not a. Okay.
How about this? I will go into the back. I will go get my diamond drawer, and I will start putting them on the counter. And you tell me when you have enough for doing whatever you like to do.
Thank you.
All right. As he walks into the back of the store for a moment, you hear some shuffling, and you come in. As you take this moment to kind of like look around the store, there's a lot of like mannequins about the store, each of which have like different like jewelry hung on them. There's across like that front counter that he's talking to you. There are like 6 different like hand mannequin models with rings on each and every finger. There's a bunch of like busts that have like necklaces hung on them. There are even some like full body pieces with like studded jeweled belts or like ornate jeweled scabbards for like swords. It seems like this person, whatever the shop is, they make a lot of stuff. As he comes back out, he has a small chest that he kind of sets down, opens it up, and just begins to take like handfuls of diamonds. These small little diamonds. As he's like, these are what I usually. I know that you might be used to larger diamonds, but being a jeweler, I work more with smaller pieces like this. As he begins to just kind of like scoop out and place an approximate amount and look at you. And keeps going until you have about the amount that you would assume, which is about a palm's full of diamonds.
Okay. Thank you. That should be plenty.
Of course, it'll be 400 gold pieces.
Okay, perhaps a few less.
You make an Arcana check real quick.
Yes. Oh man. Arcana's not my
Not a high DC.
Ooh. Okay, well, I got a 19 flat, and then that is +2, so 21.
Okay, this is the amount of diamonds you would need to cast the spell.
Okay.
I kind of come in. I'm sure there's something that we can do. I come from a very well-known trading family, so let's see. Maybe we can hike that price down a little bit. Maybe I could trade you something. I have many nice rings, perhaps.
Why don't you show me what you have, and maybe we can work something out. Maybe knock that price down a little bit.
All right.
There's no need. I have plenty of money on my person, and we have money within the party funds, if that is all right.
Yes. I mean, if we're going to spend party funds on anything, I think this is a good place.
I'm sure we do, but just for the sake of conversation, I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Golly gee. We're going to be criminals in this town.
Hey, well, this is my life. I'm from a trading family. I have charisma. This is ish.
Just so you are aware, you fully aware that at the end of when the spell ends, the creature that you charmed will be aware that you tried to charm them. Correct?
I completely forgot that was. But
if is that something you'd still like to do? Because I was reminding if you know that that's the risk.
Yeah, Logan would do it. Yeah.
Okay. What is your saving throw DC?
14.
Gotta get out of here.
So, what does it look like when you cast this spell? Just for you just kind of have to say a little thing and move your hand a little bit.
I'll say, well, I am, of course, from the Alamani family, and I'll just put my hand on my chest and kind of like open it up like that, and that's kind of how I cast it.
You all kind of, as he opens it up, you all kind of, actually, everybody make a perception check real quick.
Yeah.
And Max, just go ahead and make a sleight of hand check if you don't mind.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Would it be perception or passive perception?
This is your... Actually, this would be against your passive perceptions. Thank you. Good point. So everybody tell me your passive perceptions, please.
That'll be a 10.
Okay.
Passive perception is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is 17.
Mine is 16.
Wow.
It works out better for me because I got a 1.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, 16.
16? Okay. And then what's your passive perception video?
10.
10. Okay. So Dionys and Thomas, you were the only two that kind of noticed this, being the primary spellcasters that you are. As Logan kind of moves his hand down, you see a little puff of gold off of his palm, and then you see the drow's eyes for just a moment kind of gold kind of glazes across them, and then as he kind of takes a moment and I'm sorry. Once again, what is it that you're after? You wanted to do a trade?
Yes, of course. I mean, we have some money, but I also have a few nice rings. I don't know if you've seen any of these. And I'll kind of maybe shine them if I can get like the reflection from the like something in the window, maybe to hit him in the face, kind of. I don't know. They're just my father's old things. You know, they're nothing. They're not. They're not anything really.
So you're wearing the rings over the gloves, correct?
Oh yeah. I guess I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a normal thing that people do? Do people do? Yeah.
Something that Logan does. Okay.
That's
So you take one off, probably one of your cheaper rings. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
23.
23. That is pretty good. He kind of says it. He looks at it for a second. He's like, "This is you sure you would be willing to trade this for reduced prices? It's quite nice."
Of course. Well, I mean, what price are we talking, really?
Well, for this, I could let these diamonds go for what I paid for them. 200 gold pieces.
Sure, that sounds good to me. Does that sound good to everyone else?
Yes, and I can take care of that.
Perfect.
So Dionysus will hand over the gold for that.
He kind of takes the ring and like slides it onto his finger for a moment. Well, is there anything else I can do for you, friends?
Just remember that my last name is Robertson, of course. All right.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Already tell him.
Can I wait, already advantage?
Already advantage.
Okay.
Because of the charm person.
Okay.
25.
I want to press it. Oh, wait, no. Oh, never mind.
As he kind of takes a moment, and he's like, I apologize. I must have misheard you earlier. Thank you very much, Mr. Logan Robertson. I hope to do business with you again.
I hope so. If we ever pass through this town again, I know which jeweler I'll come to.
It has been such an honor having some of the spring fling winners here in my shop.
Oh, you're thinking of different people. Look, I'm wearing black, and that the spring
I'm
fling.
not. Why are we being coy? We appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
No, okay, he is a liar.
Now, just for reference, this Logan Robertson, we don't know them. We don't know them at all. They're just here.
Listen,
they decided to come in and help bargain
Listen,
with us.
we are a traveling band of people who appear to be the spring fling, and we impersonate them. We go around, of course, and I'm their ringleader. But we must leave now.
Okay, make a deception check. This would normally be at disadvantage, but because you have charm person up, this is just a regular deception check.
11.
You kind of see him like trying to like click things together in his head.
Can I do Tides of Chaos on that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the ability says any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Correct?
Or save, correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an ability check.
17.
There we go.
This is. That sounds normal to me.
Yes, indeed.
Bye. Goodbye.
Thank you.
As you leave the store.
What the fuck? What happened? What the fuck was that?
I ought to hurry. That cast does not last very long.
Yes, we must go.
We need to jet like now.
We fucking go.
Farm that guy?
No, I was just playing I was just turning the charm. No, I was turning the charisma. We must go now. And just know that Micah deserves the best, and that's it. All of us deserve the best. And I'm just saying, we should not be, people shouldn't charge too much for things that are really not that much. So we should just go.
Those are diamonds.
Still, for trading those rings.
Of course. Oh, they're truly nothing. I didn't even realize I had that one on.
Okay.
Can I insight that? I'm curious there.
Sure.
Can I insight that?
You can.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
I got an 8, so.
I got a
Max,
14.
go ahead and give me a persuasion or deception check, your choice, based off of if you are being truthful right now or not.
Okay. Um, 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Both of you, seems that he had the ring on, or he just, something he didn't notice.
Weird. So do we need to like skip town, do y'all think? Or should we go straight to the book?
I think maybe
Oh,
that's a good idea.
oh,
We did
yeah.
just rob someone basically of 200 gold, which is
Yeah.
like a lot of
Let's-
money.
Let's go to the book and then go straight to wherever we were going to go.
Have you guys ever been arrested here before?
No.
I pull over someone on the street. Hey, how bad are the cops here?
What?
Like, okay,
Why do you ask?
say for
What?
example, a cop was running after you. How fast are they? Because I got little legs. I'm a dwarf. I got little legs.
The person starts backing away.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
slowly.
It's purely theoretical. Fucking run. Fucking run. Everybody run, run, run.
We're fine. We're fine. I can always turn the charm again.
Vidya, just so you know,
Uh-oh.
you would know this. A lot of the policing of the city of Jaspros is overseen by the Church of Ordos. There are guards,
Oh.
and there are guards that help obey laws, but the Church of Ordos lends a lot of their manpower to assist the city in.
Would I have ever been asked to assist with that?
No, because you were not you're not a member of the Church of Ordos. You're not a paladin of Ordos.
Okay,
Or
I
the
got you.
cleric of Ordos. But yeah, so just so you know, it's not like every single cop is a member, but any guard on the street, there are guards, and then there are the Church of Ordos, which helps assist the guards in keeping order in the city.
I got you.
All right.
You know what? What if the rest of us go to the edge of the city and Dionys retrieves the book?
Let's just go to the book. I think we should be fine to just grab the book real quick and get out of here.
Let's do that.
We have not stolen anything. We simply bartered within, well, admittedly with some advantage, but that is not the same.
And that's true. It really is just the way that where I'm from. That's what people do all the time, really. So it's nothing too big. So
Where are you from?
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you head off towards the big monolith in the center of town, again, this massive, all-encompassing building that you can see from every single angle, the library itself, you get there. Is there anything you're doing on the way to the library? Any other places you would like to stop?
Is Ruthor and Duthor's on the way?
Ruthor's and Duthor's from the Chained Jewel, not like direct path, but it's not too far off because you are in the more, oh god, the word just escaped my brain. You're in the more like shopping district of the city, so it's not too far off. It would be a lot faster to stop there now before the library rather than go to the library and then walk all the way back.
Were any of y'all interested in meeting our old friends, or? Okay.
I'm-
Keep going. I was like, ooh, fun. Check in on NPCs. But Hayden, are you? No, never mind.
Okay, so where
You
you
know,
where
actually,
are you going?
as someone local to Zaspros, I know all about the backstory and can, in fact, repeat precisely what it is to you right now. But we have to run, so let's get going.
Vidya, all you would know about Ruthor and Duthor, and you would know that there is the rivalry.
There is a rivalry.
That both of them, as you, the rest of the party already knows. You know, each Ruthor and Duthor both claim that the other stole their ideas and perverted them into a different type of magic.
They're all magical perverts. Yes, exactly.
Oh. We had lunch with one of them. It's quite jarring.
Mm-hmm.
Perverts of what? Oh, good lord.
Okay, so the library is where you're going. You tell me where you're going.
The library still.
Okay, the library. Okay.
Well.
So you head to the library, you make it to the library, you enter the cascading halls of the library. There is the large semicircle desk, and as you enter, there is a small, one of the orb-like automatons who kind of notices you, and instead of walking to the paper, kind of sees you, goes, and then kind of just like waits back down. Just kind of gives you a little acknowledging buzz, but doesn't specifically reach for any papers. And after a few moments, the Warforged that you recognize as a librarian comes in. He says, "Oh, hello again. How are you?
Doing good.
You came for your translation, I presume."
Yes, we did. Is it too early?
I am just putting the last finishing touches on it. Give me maybe about 30 minutes, and I will have the last few pages transcribed for you.
Certainly.
Is there anything you would like to do while here, or would you just like to wait? We can get you maybe some water or something while you wait. There is a part of the library that is we allow food and drink, just not near any of the books, of course.
Do they have any Starbucks, like a Starbucks coffee place?
You look over, there's just a Starbucks, a modern Starbucks pushed into the wall.
Oh.
It's so sad. These places, they push out the local coffee shops, and it's just
Yeah.
the same thing everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But in this universe, they're cool.
You're right. You're right.
You don't understand,
You
Max.
don't understand. Starbucks in Deliora, Starbucks coffee is made from real stars.
Yeah. Whoa. And all the cash registers are like deer people, so hence the bucks.
Okay. So
I took that way too far.
That's so sad.
Is there anything that you would like to do while waiting for the book?
I'm just hanging.
All right.
I mean, we'll go, yeah, probably just hanging out.
Okay.
We could always look for more books if we needed to.
After a couple of about 30 minutes, sorry, I got a message and I had to check that real quick. After about 30 minutes, the librarian returns with the red leather-bound book, as well as a bound collection of pages. He comes up to you, Monty, and he puts them both out to you, and he says, "Here you are. This is the original copy of the book. This is the translation of the book. I would take everything you read from there with a grain of salt. It seemed to be some sort of history, but as you know, with history, especially old history, things might be altered or might not be as they are.
All right. Thank you. We really appreciate the help.
Of course, thank you for using us as a resource. We exist to further perpetuate the knowledge of our citizens. So thank you for using the library.
Quick shout out to public libraries, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For public libraries.
Much love to Round Rock Public Library.
I will be right back.
Okay. So you have
Brett
the book.
hates libraries.
I cannot stand them.
Take a second to cool down from that fire.
Or it just
Brett-
got so emotional thinking about libraries in this step aside.
Brett buys a Kindle every day just to like.
Every time he gets a new book, he buys a new book.
From Amazon, not local
Uh-huh.
bookstores. He goes to bookstores, takes photos of the books, and then orders them on Amazon.
I'm gonna crack that book open.
Okay. So the translation, it appears to be a history of Flaros, or a history of the elemental ancients, specifically of Flaros. What is told in here is that it echoes stuff that you've heard before, because I believe you researched Flaros a little bit earlier. And just kind of flipping through, I will get you a more in-depth readout, probably between sessions. It's something that it would just be a lot to dive into. But it just focuses on the elemental ancients, how they used to... Basically, they were the ones that helped form the material plane, and it was their kingdom until they were driven out by... weirdly enough, the interesting thing is, this book says they were driven out by Chaotica and Ordos. The material planes was cleansed by both of them, which is contradictory to things you have heard, where in the largely accepted history of the world, Ordos helped cleanse the material plane, or Ordos cleansed the material plane of the elemental ancients, made it a place for people to be able to live, and then eventually went to war over to protect the material plane from his sister Chaotica. That is what is, but this one specifically mentions that Chaotica and Ordos cleansed and pushed the elemental ancients who had taken over the material plane once it was formed, pushed them back out and destroyed them, and cast their essence into what is known as the four primary elemental planes. Again, and then that echoes on the elemental planes are made up, are formed on out of the essence of the elemental ancients, which is something you already knew. But I will give you a more in-depth thing, write up on it later. Just remind me, because it's something that I don't want to spend, 30 minutes of in-game time talking about.
Post the essay to the Twitter account.
What's up?
You can post the essay to the Twitter account.
That's also, yes.
I'm assuming you have a manuscript of the entire translation on hand.
More or less. I need to put a few finishing touches on it, but yes, I do. I will send you a manuscript of the important parts of it, not the entire translation, because I don't have time to write a book. But yes, I will send you a manuscript of the important parts, and we can put that on Twitter if people care to read about that specific moment.
Very nice.
But yeah, and then there's the specific moments that focus and they delve a bit more into later in the book into the plane of fire, specifically how Flaros's spirit still persists in the creations of the plane of fire, and just kind of stuff like that. And this later half of the book focuses a lot on Flaros themselves and how what they did throughout the world.
Mm-hmm. All right, so kick it time. Time to get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Cool. And let's keep our eyes out for any angry-looking paladins.
Dionys is going to thank the librarian and to tell them to stay safe.
Of course. You as well. All right. So, head out of the library. There does not seem to be any angry... Actually, make a perception check.
15.
15? Doesn't seem to be any angry paladins out here on the road, chasing you down, trying to murder and arrest you. So eventually, after taking a moment to retrieve your horse and cart, I assume, you head out of the city of Zaspros. You get back on the road. Now, heading from Zaspros to Mozetta is about a 5 to 6 day journey. It's a bit farther out, more on the outskirts of the actual Kingdom of All, so it takes a moment to get there. So, is there anything else you would like to do before leaving town? Anything you need to buy? Anything anybody is looking for before we head to Mozetta?
I mean, I figure just general supplies, but
Yeah.
probably...
We got, you guys paid for general supplies before you left Domont. You gathered what you would need for the journey in Domont. Okay. So, you head out on the road. You get about half a day's journeying done at the end of this first day. So can I get somebody to roll a d20 for me? And somebody to roll a survival check. Whoever is kind of heading the navigation.
I'm really not good at survival.
Me neither.
It can be a survival, or I'll allow you to do a general intelligence check.
Ooh.
That I can do.
That's even worse for me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll make an intelligence check. Not 20, 25.
Oh,
right.
shit.
And then I got a 13.
13? Cool. Your first day, you're on the road. You're doing pretty solid traveling. You only get half a day, but you're able to kind of pick up the pace. You're energized. Able to kind of keep your eye out. You pass by a couple of people heading out and in just on the outskirts of Zaspros. Just kind of going in about your day, but there's not really a lot of stops, and you're able to kind of, just as the sun's going down, find a nice little place to set up camp. Dionys's dome surrounding your camp. You set up your fire, and yeah, there doesn't seem to be any trouble with this particular day. So, can I get Buddy to make a perception check for me as they keep watch throughout the night?
Don't forget to add that +5.
That is good. That will make it then a 12.
Alrighty.
So still not very good, but better.
Buddy keeps a pretty decent watch. What you would assume to be a pretty decent watch, because you are not woken up at any point in the night. As you all rest through the night. Wake up. Anything you'd like to do before getting on with your second day?
I don't think so.
What was that?
I said I don't think so.
I was going to say, I forgot to talk to y'all about this in Zaspros, but in Mozetta, if I'm able to get what I need from Yemena, that'll probably take me a little bit to make. Are we cool with a little bit of downtime there, or do we want to stay on the road?
I'm cool for downtime. Honestly, I just the only mission currently in my heart is I would love to bury our friend, but
Yeah.
I since with everything going on with my family right now, I don't really feel safe doing anything other than sticking with you guys. So whatever you think is the best choice of action, then I'll stick along. So yeah, staying there is okay with me.
Cool.
I heard they have the loveliest little candy shop there, and I'm very excited to check it out. So, sooner the better.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You say Are you into candy?
Oh yeah. You see,
Really?
and she points out her mouth. There's like 3 missing teeth. I got these from chewing on Jawbreakers. They do the job. It's part of my piloted training. You know, you got to do something really tough, and I just took one of those bad boys and broke a few molars.
You
know,
just chomp down, yeah.
What god do you worship exactly? Could you tell me about this?
Well, they're kind of a god. They're like a god amongst gods, if you know what I mean. They're like this guy. No, it's a lady. Came down. Basically, stop me if you've heard this before. When the gods were running amok on the material plane, right? The gods above them, Ordos and Chaotica, were like, oh shit, there's too many gods on the material plane. And so they made a barrier, sent everybody out, but there was still some gods left on the material plane. So there are some people who were like, yo, God, Chaotica, Ordos, like, can you get these guys out of here? And so they sent down the... Hayden, I forgot the actual person's name. The piece.
Really quick, it was the person that, unless you are specifically telling this story wrong.
I'm telling the story wrong.
You are on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The name of the god then is the Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker?
Yes.
Okay. They're like, the Peacemaker came down, and they just started like whacking all the gods and goddess and the devils and whatever. Just threw them back to the plane of systems they belong to, and that's what I'm all about. I hate devils. You know, I hate meddling forces of all sorts. So tell me now if you're a warlock or anything like that. No warlocks.
I am
Anybody?
a tiefling.
You're on thin ice, but I love you as a person.
Cool. Very nice.
This is kind of like the hate the sinner, love the sin thing.
You're this close, Monty.
I feel like all I really did was get born, but
No, you're beautiful the way you are.
You're pushing it so far, man.
Just
Wait.
so everybody's well aware, tieflings are not really associated a lot with being evil in this world. That's not like, they are devil born technically, but that's not really ever been a point of like contention.
Yeah, he's good. It's just like that beard.
Yeah.
Not. You need to pick up some beard oil next time we're in town.
well, I mean, there's like, I just think there's a lot of oil in here.
In the beard, yes, I could tell, but you need beard oil specifically, not olive oil, sweetie.
No, not olive oil. Just, you know, I work with oil a lot, like with body. I figure.
Oh, like actual oil. Oh, that's.
It
I
kind of
gotcha.
all gets worked in.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
I don't do it on purpose.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to confirm. Are you? Can I do an insight check?
Can I get everybody to make a religion check really quick for me?
11.
Everybody except for Vidya. Vidya is the one telling the story. So,
Cool. I somehow got a 7.
yeah. Okay.
7.
What?
I got an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of you have ever heard of the Peacemaker before. That is not a god that has ever been talked about in any pantheon, in anything. Even, like, yeah, no, none of you have ever heard of that deity before.
Well, it sounds cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so the Peacemaker was killing people and hurting God?
No, not people, as far as I know. And it's kind of like the divine retribution kind of thing of like stopping anyone in her way, maybe. But yeah, just shooing away, smiting gods and demons and devils and angels, that sort of thing. they can have their influence on the world, but being physically there is a very big no-no in my group of oath. In my oath, that's the word.
Interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
A Hellfire Dragon really messed up my shoulder, so like I think that's cool. I'm down.
Yeah. Do you want? Is it still bad? Do you need it to get looked at or anything? Or?
Oh, it's just been like this since it happened. It's just kind of always like I'll lift up my sleeves, like oozing and bubbling and gross.
Can I make a medicine check or something to see what's going on there?
Sure. Go. Yeah, make a medicine check if you want to take the time to just investigate that wound a little bit.
That's a 19.
Okay. Not like any wound you've ever seen.
This is not like any wound I've ever seen.
You assume there is an inherent mystical element to it, because it does seem like a living wound. Like you, as you kind of examine it, you notice that like touching it doesn't really cause Thomas much pain, like a fresh wound would. But
Yeah.
it's like it's like cracked, and beneath the surface you do see a little bit of an orange glow, but it's not something like. It's not something you've ever seen before, and you have. It's like you have no idea how to fix this, aside from like maybe some high level cleric magic,
Yeah, this is gnarly as hell, my man.
You should see the other guy. He destroyed my family's library, and it was my fault. So he's good, but
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait,
Your family's
I thought-
library?
I thought the Phoenix King did that to you.
Oh, no. I will say this though: when the Phoenix King was around, it started like hurting a lot, But no, when my family was attacked by the Hellfire Dragon, it burned me. I'm just kind of, it's just something that I live with, So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't realize that.
Oh.
Wait, so you up close saw the dragon, like it was there, it interacted with you and everything, and
Yeah, it kind of attacked my family's university, and I didn't do my job. I didn't know how to, and then I almost died. And it's like whatever. I just wanna.
Dragon attacked your family. Why would the dragon have attacked the library?
I don't know. I mean, it was attacking the whole university, and essentially what happened was each of the Archibalds were assigned, a different part of the university to protect, and my job was to protect the library, but I didn't know any magic because I was a shithead who just partied all the time. It was pretty cool, but and then I lost everything, and then I met you guys, and honestly, I'm probably happier with y'all than I ever would have been with them. So,
Yeah.
salute.
It's a lot, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah, see? Video gets it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
We're on the same
Give me a piggyback ride.
Let me
What?
know.
Wait, what is he doing? What is he? And then I'm gonna roll a strength check to see if it's if I can handle it. That's a 12.
Thomas is light. You didn't have to roll a strength check. He's easy to
Wow,
carry.
those old bones of yours.
It's all bones. I'm basically bones now. My flesh is so loose.
All
did
right.
Did the
You could
dragon
stretch
do
it
that
like
to
a
you?
wing sail if you wanted to.
So we want to
Get going. God, leave.
Go.
All right. Let's get somebody to roll a d20 for me.
I'll roll a d20.
I'll roll survival.
Nat 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
You're walking down, and the Phoenix King pops up a second time.
Oh boy.
That's a natural one? Like
Yes.
That's a full natural one?
Rolled full Nat 1. Yeah. Wait, like what was it? It was just a D20?
Just a D20 roll. I'm just double checking.
Yeah. Can I use Tides of Chaos?
No, you cannot use that. It's not an ability check. Can I get somebody to make a...
I can give the help action to this, right?
Okay. Give me just a second. Sorry, I need to double check my tables and stuff.
Oh Lord.
Somebody roll a survival or a general intelligence check for me, please.
I will roll survival still with disadvantage.
Sure.
And that is going to be an 11.
An 11? All right. Your pace is not the best today. As you know, you're kind of distracted throughout the going across of the city, but you don't encounter a lot within the actual city itself. Or not the city. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I was going to say,
I was
you keep
on the actual day of Sorry, I got a lot in my brain right now.
You're good.
So you're going through, and the day itself, you don't encounter a lot in the day, not in the city. That's the word I was looking for. But then you eventually come across a nice little campsite at the end of the day. It's been a nice couple spring days. There hasn't been a lot of, you're transitioning out of spring, getting closer to summer, so it's starting to warm up a little bit. But you do find a nice little pull-away moment of just a nice little pull-away campsite that you dome up. Night comes. Let me get a perception check from Buddy, please.
All right. 1 sec.
With +5.
Yep. That will fucking hell, man. It'll be a total of a 16.
Not bad.
Well, the 16.
He has a +11. I've just been rolling really bad
Wow.
with the +5, but what the fuck is going on?
This does not sound good.
Okay. So.
And remember, I assume we've talked about how this is not going set anymore, but I still have alarm up.
Yes. So. Night comes. You're going through. And Monty, you're dreaming some just kind of low off, not really big dream, and you hear echoing in your mind, then out, like you're hearing it through your ears, waking you up, you hear a voice say, "Monty." And you shoot awake for a moment. You look around. Buddy is still making his perimeter. You hear again another, "Monty, come into the woods."
Does the voice sound familiar at all?
Make an insight check.
Fucking 5.
You have never heard this voice before.
I'm gonna leave. Fuck. I'm gonna leave Buddy in the alarm, and I'm gonna tell him, if you see anything, kick the alarm. No, I've been setting it to verbal alarms, right? Because I
yes,
want
auditory alarm.
Yes. So they know my name. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Buddy, kick the alarm if you see anything.
Excuse me. Sorry. I am so sorry about this. You don't hear Monty. You hear Ikemen.
Fucking motherfucker. You're
sorry, that is just my brain going and knowing you as Monty.
Does it sound like it could be Sitter or like?
Nope.
It doesn't sound like my father.
It's not Sitter or your father's voice.
Yep. Okay, I tell Buddy, if anything fucking moves, I'm talking like squirrels, kick the fucking alarm immediately. And I'm going to go into the woods a little bit.
All right. As you kind of go in, following weirdly like,
and I've got
it's
shield out,
yeah,
sword up.
It's a magical voice, but like you do feel a direction coming from it, and you follow that direction into the actual greater woods for about 100 feet. Until you kind of see, leaning up against the tree, there are 3 figures. A minotaur with brown fur, and a few like a large like staff holding next to him, and it's kind of covered in some robes. You see a human with just kind of arrow, like a bow and arrow slung over their back. And then you see a very familiar face.
I realized immediately that Cameron fucking...
You see a very familiar face. A half-orc woman, about your same age. Kind of, kind of shaved sides, hair kind of pulled back into a ponytail, with a like a large great sword in front of her. She's just kind of looking at you.
Tsunaki?
Ikemen? Took a long time for us to find you.
Yeah. Are you here for you, or are you here for my dad?
I'm here on behalf of your father, but I would like answers too.
What I'm out here for. I'm sorry to say it, but it goes deeper than us. You know, I had to make calls, and I couldn't stake everything that this concerns on hurting you. And I'm sorry that I had to make this choice, but
I want to know why you did it.
did it?
Did it? Yes.
Left?
No, not left.
Did what?
Why did you kill Satur? I'm giving you a chance. I was supposed to just take you out and bring you back to your
fucking kill Satur. You would believe that I would do that?
No, I wouldn't. But there's an amount of evidence there that is impossible to overlook.
Because my father is smart. He's a fucking brute, but he's smart. And from the sounds of it, he framed me for murdering my real father. And if you're here to ask me why I killed him, then we have nothing to fucking talk about.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn it. 12.
She looks at you and she says, I want to believe you. I really do. You know I do. You know I don't like your father just as much as you do. But there are things and there's evidence and you just disappeared. You didn't even tell me anything. Why? If you were in trouble, I would have helped you. But you just left.
You don't know why? Yeah, I mean, my father hasn't told you why you're really here?
I'm here to bring you back.
Sanaki, please. I'm going to... Me and Situr made something. Something horrible. Something that I cannot allow my father to have. That's why I'm gone. That's why I left. That's why Situr sent me away. And I'm assuming Situr is dead because he wouldn't keep working for my father.
Yeah, he's dead. They found his body mangled in a destroyed laboratory. All the plans of the things you were working on are gone.
That's for the better. That everything that we were working on in there is gone. We were making instruments of war. See? Reason. I know who you are. I know that you don't want to help him do what he's trying to do.
Make a persuasion check again. This one with advantage.
I rolled 2 of the same thing. 12 again.
Okay. I don't want to have to take you in. But the doors are failing and we need the plans back.
The doors?
The doors.
Do I know what the doors are?
Yeah, you would know what she's referring to are the doors on the gateway of the damned.
Can I just say, as someone who has no idea what's going on, fucking loving this.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is like amazing. I'm writing down everything about this. This is so cool.
We have to defend ourselves.
There's nothing to defend yourself from. The only reason those doors are on that wall is so that my father has a reason to look important.
She kind of takes a moment.
Come on, Sanaki. You know me.
I know you. But I also know the things I've seen recently. Creatures are coming out of the doors, and they're assaulting Bulwark constantly. We are on constant vigil. I don't care if you're coming back, but I need what you took. Whatever it was,
My father doesn't want what I have to close some fucking doors. I mean, if he just needs artificers, send him to fucking Umphalos. Send him to Zaspros.
He doesn't need artificers. He needs you. He needs the ones that know what Satur knew.
I can't go back there.
Then just give me the plans.
There are no plans. What we were working on had nothing to do with the doors. We were making a fucking weapon.
I can't go back empty-handed.
I'll throw my sword on the ground. I'll say, then take that. Take that and tell him that you put up a good fight, but you couldn't catch me.
Make one last persuasion check.
12.
11.
And
She kind of like pushes her sword into the ground and leans on it a little bit more. As much as I want to leave right now and get back and protect my family, I need something more than a fucking sword, Akemen. Fine, don't come back. Don't answer for whatever it is that you did. But if I go back without anything, Bulwark will fall. Do you understand that?
what is it he needs to keep the walls up?
Something so we aren't losing militia members every single day to what comes out of that wall. Something we can, some patrol, something like, I don't know, something so people stop dying.
Hayden, I want to make sure that I'm not completely misremembering, like, the relation, like, everything that happened with the Underdark and the Gateway. That is mostly, all of that was started by my father, right? Like
it was started. What your father told you was it started when things like started to escape and they had to fight it back. And that is what you know. Like what happened was, like, Beast would come out of the Gateway of the Damned and Bulwark was there to stop them. And you would fight against them. But your father started to get more and more into wanting to destroy the Kingdom of the Damned, so no more beasts would leave.
Okay.
But what started that is a little bit shrouded in mystery. Like, he never told you why, like what the story goes that just things started coming out of there one day because it's the Gateway of the Damned.
Tsunaki, if I go back with you, or if I send you back with what my father is looking for, very bad things are going to happen. I'm sorry that I don't have an answer. I'm sorry I can't stop that, but I've got nothing for you.
She kind of takes a moment. She steps in front of her sword and just up to you and kind of reaches out and grabs your hand. Fine. Then I'm gonna go back and fight. And you just think of everybody that used to be in that city. This isn't about your dad, this is about the citizens of Bulwark. I'll tell your dad, I don't know. She kind of like looks at the Minotaur and the human and she's like, we'll tell your dad that you immediately resisted and we had to kill you and the plans weren't with you and that they're already gone. If you want to run, run. But I'm going to go back and fight. She kind of lets go of your hand, pulls up the sword, snaps, and both the Minotaur and the human kind of go off and they start walking out into the forest.
All right. Then I will pick up my sword and go back to the group.
All right. You return to the group. Buddy is still on patrol, looking around. Anything else specifically you're doing before getting back to sleep, if you're able to do so?
Those did I know any, like, was I involved in the maintenance of those doors or anything like that?
No, that's mainly, you wouldn't have seen the doors a lot. That is mainly a focus of militia and the security of it, and you would have, because of your past, never really gone out there. And the doors, it's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit, because it's like there's the doors, but also like the doorway itself, and it may not be stuff coming through the actual doors, but it's found way through the doorways themselves. But you're not 100% sure, but you know, you do know that like stuff has gotten out of there before.
Like how cats can get under the seal between doors, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right.
Got nothing.
Alrighty. So, rest eventually comes back to everybody.
Wow.
And you wake up ready for your next days of travel. You take a moment, eat breakfast, anything you're doing before embarking on this journey.
Our crew has so much daddy issues.
I was literally, I renamed as the Daddy Issues Guild because this is.
I think that we should rename the crew to the Daddy Issues Guild. Yeah. I think we should, because I feel like that's more representative of the whole group.
Monty
Over
would
50%
sooner
of us.
die.
Plus, I'm not. Oh.
All right. So anything you're doing before leaving?
No.
All right.
Let's get going.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, you head off on the next day of travel. This is your third day of travel. Can I get somebody to roll a d20 for me and somebody to roll a survival or intelligence check?
Someone else roll that d20. Dude, if
I'm
roll
gonna do 20.
if I roll that
Roll
d20,
okay.
fucking like the dragon's gonna come and eat Thomas or something. Just insane.
I love the idea that like a natural one is just the backstory comes in.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
19. All right.
I'll roll for survival, but again with disadvantage.
Where is that?
Does Monty seem like shaken up noticeably to the rest of the group?
Monty, are you trying to conceal yourself, or are you trying to...
Yeah.
All right, make a deception check against people's passive insight.
Finally rolling 22.
What's
Oh, yeah.
anybody's? Nobody has a plus 12 to insight. So.
No.
No, Monty seems fine.
Conceal, do not feel.
I got a 13 for survival. Sorry about that. Ooh.
Alrighty. You're making okay pace again. I mean, it's another spring day, starting to get warmer. Again, you're following the road. Not much happens until you pull off to the side of the road, and you bring your dome, and you get your rest. Can I get a perception check from Buddy, please?
Yes.
You see 500 Sanakes all charging out of the woods.
Dionys, go outside.
A 29.
29?
Whoa.
You look... Buddy, I'm assuming, is exceptionally vigilant tonight on your orders.
Buddy's doing a geological survey of the area.
He fulfills every crack of a branch, every cock of a bird is monitored.
Talk about what?
Cock of a bird? What the hell?
I did not tell him to do that.
No. Wait, so he did that. He does that anyway, regardless of his perception.
I meant to say squawk of a bird.
Sure.
It's a Freudian slip.
What are you thinking
But
about?
I was
Hayden?
also thinking of like some other word that started with C, like coo of a bird, and it just whoop.
And also,
and I
bird
just-
penises like retract. They go in. So he can really see it.
I really just tried to barrel through it. No, every noise that happens throughout this night is monitored by Buddy.
Good luck with that, Hayden. I notice every cock, okay?
Oh, yeah. Forget about it.
Alrighty. So, you awaken on your 4th day of travel. Anything you'd like to do before hitting the road? Alright. Somebody roll that d20 for me. Somebody roll that intelligence or survival check for me, please.
I'll roll the D20.
Oh, baby.
I can do the survival.
Another one?
If it's a natural one, there's no way. It's a natural one. I don't understand. I don't know what this means now. But
I got an 11. But
This means you get to do the exact same scene again and try all your rolls over.
I think we're about to get ambushed, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Okay.
Y'all are kept
Luckily-
up all night because Buddy keeps alerting you whenever a bird gets an erection.
Bird cock.
So, you're about midway through the day today. As you're going on the path, just kind of following it along, you haven't passed by a lot of people in a few days, or in about a day, and you're going bound. And Dionys, you're the first to hear this. You hear a small from out in to the left of you in the forest. You hear another, and now all of you begin to hear it. And you take a moment, and you look around, and you look towards the forest where it's coming from, and you see the treetops starting to shake as you see another big moment of trees kind of coming back and forth, and as it is getting closer, and you hear
Can I send Gerald to get a bird's eye view of what's going on?
Sure.
Bird's eye view.
So as Gerald the goose kind of
Just so many feathers fall. It is
flies up into the air to see, you look over and you kind of take a moment and you go into Gerald's eyes for a second as it is now massively close. Make a perception check with Gerald's perception, please.
Yeah. Gerald's got good perception.
Nice.
Gerald's got better perception than me.
Uh-oh.
That's an 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
You see a path carved in the woods behind where this sound is. Broken trees, and then you see immediately from where the sound is coming from, you hear boom, boom, as like it's pushing through and breaking trees, and just faintly, just as it gets really, really close to you, Thomas, through Gerald's eye, you just barely hear like a squelch, just like a as then you see a head just barely out of your view, a head of a deer kind of is thrown back into the path for just a second, as then you all hear this sound is extraordinarily close to you, and you see it like, you see the figure through the tree lines for just a moment as boom, 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 and then it breaks through and throws a bunch of trees through throughout into like splinters kind of fly across, and you'll have to like shield yourself for a moment as you see this massive like 20-foot tall humanoid figure with like a tree branch in like a tree in one hand and like a blood covered hand in another. This massive like unclothed giant barring just like a loincloth that then reaches down and takes a bite out of the tree and just bites down and just shatters the tree, and you see it like biting down, and like blood starts to come out of its mouth, and then it kind of takes a moment, like looks around and looks right towards your cart. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Like Hayden said, only one cock this episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It feels weird to waste it on initiative, but I did get a natural 20.
Hey,
Dude,
that's
me
good,
too.
that's
Love that.
It's not bad to start off early.
Not bad at all.
Give me just a moment. I need to get everything set up properly.
I'm gonna
I,
kill a giant, baby.
This episode, I was on such a good rolling streak over the past couple episodes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
things got important for me, and I immediately started fucking shit up. We still got another day. We can hit a third net one.
We can do it, baby.
You truly could.
Do we just choose to make it a nat one just to see what happens?
No.
Hey guys, let's have the worst day possible.
All right, give me just 1 second.
Ooh, this will be the first combat with the new tokens.
Yeah.
Exciting. Oh, NVIDIA.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Video
now.
combat. All right, give me just a second, everybody. Sorry for the wait. I am trying.
Why don't we take a moment while Hayden's setting that up to talk about the new Cruella film?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
no.
We all play feature roles in it. We all play the Dalmatians that kill Cruella's mom at the very
Okay.
beginning of the film.
Max does. I actually played Disney's first openly gay character.
Wow.
Wow. What?
And
Me
it's
too.
actually
Hey.
it's actually one of the dogs that you can see dry humping another dog in the back, and to say, "Hey, those two male dogs, stop it back there!" And that's the Disney's first male character.
Yeah, it's actually they provided us with a really rich backstory that just didn't make it into the editing of the film. But
Yeah.
Aww, that's
But
too
the
bad.
Twitter thread was so fun.
I was
Okay.
one of the dogs.
You guys
sorry.
can see that, correct?
Yeah, what is that token? What is he eating?
That is like some oranges, I think, in the token. But yeah,
He's
Ooh,
keeping away
he is
that
a
turkey.
big fella.
he's a very
my
big
God.
fella.
He's a giant.
So let me go ahead and put everybody on the map. I also need a cart. Give me just a second. We're just gonna use this one.
That red texture, does that look like beans to anybody else?
I thought it was beans.
Yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
beans. Yeah.
Beans.
Can you fix it, Hayden?
Can you make it beans?
Can you make a bean?
Put a
What?
tank on the field?
No, that is your cart.
Yeah, is that a tank?
What
Yeah.
y'all's names was covering one of the things that pulled, so I just saw the big brown square with one barrel. And I was like,
No, that's Buddy.
this is gonna be easy.
My father made me make weapons of war.
Why does a bunny have a
Literal
gun?
tanks.
So that's the horse. I forget what his name is.
Alabaster.
Alabaster. Woo! I love working for my family. That's what he said.
We got
Okay, JK
Monty.
Rowling.
Everybody just kind of put yourselves where you would be on the cart, please.
Oh,
Or where you would be in response to this sound getting closer.
cool.
And then we're looking for Logan. Yeah. Oh. No, well, Logan is crushed and dead.
Uh-oh.
Logan's like, let's see something.
Oh,
Cool. All right. I apologize if stuff goes wrong. I cannot see the Twitch chat at the moment. I will try to check it periodically throughout combat, but just if stuff starts going out, just start screaming. Somebody will hear you, and then it'll get to me. So,
There's good stuff.
okay. So, let me roll initiative for this thing. Perfect. Hey everybody, I didn't put my bookmarks in the book today, so here
To be
are...
fair, I feel like this adventure has gone in a few different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the natural one encounter.
oh yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to know, that specific encounter was tied to running a natural one on any specific day of travel.
Nice.
I thought that's just a nice, fun little peek behind the screen for the audience.
Yeah.
Who, Thomas?
Wait, can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Everyone can see the red symbol.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was just trying to play around. How do I make it go away? Help me.
Go to select. You got to be on the select tool. And
Yeah.
then you can click it, and then you can hit delete, and it's gone.
It went away.
I deleted it, yes.
Just
All right.
as soon as it came, it was gone.
So, let's go ahead and have a, where did my journal, it's literally right in front of my face. My journal is literally right in front of my face. Okay, let's go ahead and hear initiative rolls, please. Can I have the above 20s, please? All right,
21.
21.
Alex.
Can I
I
have,
think Alex did too, but he's
Alex, did you get above 20?
Got exactly 20.
Okay. You good,
Oh,
buddy?
that's really funny.
15.
All right, and then what did you get, Logan?
8.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh, you were asking what that is in the token? That is pumpkins. I'm looking at the full art right now, and it is pumpkins.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
All right.
Is that under the token?
That's Monty's new art.
Oh.
Just legs. Alrighty. So, starting us off first here in initiative as this thing shatters through the forest. Monty, it seems like it's like looking around, and you see like its eyes are looking to everybody, but it doesn't seem to be like thinking about stuff. It's just looking.
It seems. I assume we all roll initiative. It seems like it's about to start.
It's about to start charging towards somebody.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Taking 2 swings.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete these legs. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 big ol' swings.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll the hit.
With my new and improved sword.
This is the Radiant Sword, correct? Sword of Radiance or
Yes,
whatever?
sir.
Yes. So it's
That'll
glowing
be
a bit.
24 to hit.
Is it glowing
Yes,
at the
it
moment?
is. No, actually, I mean, I can choose to make it glow or not glow.
Alright.
And right now, not glowing. But that'll be a 24 to hit for the first one.
24 to hit? A 24 indeed hits.
All right, and then that will be fucking 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage? Okay. Alright.
A lot of ones on these dice today.
Your second attack.
Second attack will be a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits.
And that will be 12 slashing damage.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And then, of course, bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20. Buddy will come up here and take a swing. That is a 14 to hit.
Okay. 14 does hit, just barely.
Okay. And he will do 10 force damage.
10 force damage. Alrighty. So you kind of run up as you see this thing about to start like getting ready to charge, and you run up, and you're only really able to make like good strikes against its like shin at the moment as you kind of cut 2 crosses into it, and then just kind of Buddy comes in here with just this wide haymaker and just punches it in the shin, and you see all the kind of skin like as it
I might screw the party over. Does Monty not have the sword though?
No, he does. He picked it back up.
Oh, okay,
didn't take
okay.
Sanaka
My
did
bad.
not.
I thought she was the one that picked. That's my bad.
Really quick, what languages does everybody speak?
Common, Infernal, and Dwarvish.
All right.
Common and Elvish.
All right.
Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
All right.
Common, deep speech, Dwarvish, and Primordial.
Okay.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Druidic.
All right. Cool. Very well. Alrighty. Thomas, it is your turn.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a D&D rite of passage, y'all. I have never cast Fireball before, but I'm doing it right now, baby.
All right. Centered on where?
On the giant, and I'll put Micah and Buddy in my pocket of safety.
Okay. Perfect.
I wanna like spirit bomb, like raise my hands and like have it form in the sky, and then I want to make I'll throw it up like a volleyball, and then I want a spectral flaming mica looking figure to spike it back down.
All right, so
yeah.
you take this little orb of red and you kind of throw it up, and it gets spiked down, hitting the giant in the chest, and then just exploding out from the chest.
Black flames take you.
So the creatures need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
What is your DC?
My DC is a 16.
All right, the giant fails.
Indeed.
That fails. That fails. That fails. That fails. Wait. That one succeeds. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Alrighty. I believe I got the minimal average. I got 24.
Alrighty. 24 points of fire damage.
Because 8 times, yeah.
I lean over. Thomas is really scary now. I don't remember him being that scary during the spring fling.
I have makeup running down, my eyeliner running down.
When does he wear makeup? That's so
I'm
cool.
edgy now.
Oh no, he's edgy now.
Make a perception check for me real quick.
Sure thing. 13.
All right, that's enough. As this fireball explodes and then the flames wrap around you, you hear the giant bellow but you also hear 4 other distinct individual higher pitched screams oh fuck shit fuck and then no more noise.
I hope I did not just kill civilians.
If I just killed civilians, you might be getting a new PC with video because I don't think Thomas will live that down.
Okay.
But that's it for my turn. I don't think I have anything I can do.
Dionys, it is your turn.
I'm still reeling from that. Okay.
Nobody else heard it. Monty was the only one that heard that.
Great. No, I as a player am still reeling from that, not Dionys. So, question. Dionys wants to get Alabaster off of the carriage. Is she able to let him go as a bonus action, would you say?
To undo the things on the carriage, it would take your action to roll an animal handling check, and if you roll extremely high, it might only use your bonus action. But you have to risk your action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an animal handling check for me then.
Cool. Ah, shit, I'm just going to throw it on the ground.
Alrighty.
It's going to be a nat 20.
Okay. Yes.
27.
27 beats the DC to do it as a bonus action. So you just kind of reach down as you're kind of preparing what else you're going to do, and you just kind of clip, and Alabaster kind of...
And she's going to tell him to... she says, get to safety. Then she is going to, again, pull out that gilded flower, or, kind of stroke it along her staff, and let another one of those petals sort of heal off of it as she casts Summon Fae.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Oh, God.
I love Dionys's magic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I don't know why I'm counting this. She's going to summon it behind him.
Okay.
So right. Oh, I'm still in drawing mode. Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't consume it. So yeah, that petal kind of floats down and then turns into... Which type of Fae are you looking for?
We are going for Wrathful.
Okay.
Or
the fuming. Yeah.
So this time, it's going to take on a slightly different form. Rather than being this sort of wolf-like noble creature that it was last time, I like the idea that she has a little array of ones that she kind of cycles through. It's whoever's available at the moment, you know.
Mhm.
It's like a call center. So this one, you know, pulls down, and as the petal like hits the ground, it blossoms outward into this sort of. It's still a small fey creature, but this one is like in this tall, sort of like antler sort of headpiece
Okay.
with this long sort of black robe, and it has It has 4 arms that keep moving, and 1 sword that moves in between them all.
Okay. Perfect. I am going to just make another little smaller Dionys. This Dionys is just gonna have a tint color. Does that work? Does that do that? Yeah, look at that.
Love that. I'll try to actually one of these days. I'll draw you just a little fey filler since I like. Oh,
cool. So it summons. You using you can use no action, just verbal commands. What is your verbal command? If you would like to issue any.
She's going to say, "Oh God, the phrasing is weird to me." All right, she's going to say, "Take it down." You know, attack.
Okay, cool. It will
Goes
attack
into
the giant. Yes. Cool. Alrighty. Is that it? Is that all for your turn? So it is going to make 1 attack because you cast it at 3rd level, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Is it? Do you want it to do its little teleport thing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So it's going to teleport. Can I move it? Yeah, I'm going to move it here. So it's going to teleport here, and in like a puff of like this sputtering sort of black smoke, reappear here and then stab at it with its little short sword.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit with advantage.
All right, and that's going to be plus my spell attack modifier. So that's going to be a 25 to hit.
Okay, 25 definitely hits.
And then it's going to be 3 plus 6.
Alrighty.
So 9 plus 6, 15 piercing damage.
15. Yeah. The damage doesn't type does not matter. Just 15 damage total, which puts us in that. I really wonder if he's going to get a turn. You've kind of taken as this little guy kind of like pops up and just like stabs and like cuts across the thing's stomach as you just kind of see like just like blood and then like chunks of food start that's like pouring out of its stomach, undigested, just sitting in there. All right. Vidya, it is your turn.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to move a few blocks closer.
All right.
Let's say around here, right?
15.
Yeah. I'm going to do my first spell in Jest Quest.
Whoa.
I know. And I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
So, 1-word command to a creature you can see within range. They must succeed on a Wisdom save or follow the command on its next turn. Give some options here. One of the options is Grovel. Target falls prone and then ends its turn on the beginning of its next turn. So, I'm going to cast Command and try to get it to grovel. Yes.
Wonderful. So it is going to make a Wisdom saving throw. That is a natural 20 for a total of 18.
What the fuck?
So you take this spell and you kind of you watch as like the sheath on that sword glows as you say grovel, and it just seems to like the magic like shoots out and goes and just hits across its head and just doesn't touch it. It just kind of like a freshly waxed car being rained on. It just kind of like slides across its face.
Normally that works better.
Alrighty.
So it has a -2 to wisdom,
But it
and I
rolled a
still
natural
fucking
20.
fuck me. Okay.
And I assume
and then
your
as
spell
a
save DC is not an 18.
no, it's a 14.
Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on.
Is that another level? Is that a leveled spell? You cannot
it's a
cast.
first.
You cannot cast 2 leveled spells on the same turn.
Never mind.
Remember, that's the thing he got me on in our pilot episode.
Oh no, I do not.
It's okay. You didn't have to pay attention to magic rulings back then.
No, I didn't.
Alrighty. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. It is the giant's turn. It
The what?
is going.
Wait, there's a giant here.
Oh my god, wait.
Thought this was Buddy.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. We will.
Hit me.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. It is gonna try to hit you as you kind of watch as its body just like fully dives down with just like its mouth open, trying to bite you.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah. So let me double check. Cool. That's good. That's a 10 to hit. So you kind of take it as you like see this mouth coming towards you, as you kind of like get up your shield, and Buddy just kind of like claps, and just a little bit of force energy just pushes it off course just a little bit, so you're able to just scrape the molars against your shield.
That's my guy.
That's all he can do on his turn. That brings us back. That brings us to Logan.
Yes. I saw Thomas cast Fireball, and I'm just gonna like and I'm gonna cast Fireball on the giant as well.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
And I'm gonna keep I can keep the Fae safe, right?
No, that is a specific ability from Thomas. So where would you like to target the fireball?
I would then like to target behind the giant, but within range, within 20 feet of it. Does that make sense?
Give me are you just trying? If you're trying to just say I want to target it so that everybody else is safe and it just hits the giant,
yes,
that is easy enough to do. There's a point that does.
Yes.
So I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Sweet. All right. That's a nat 1. So finally,
hey, wild magic.
That finally, this is the coolest part about being a sorcerer, honestly.
I truly think this is the first time I've ever seen a naturally triggered wild magic.
Yeah, no, I've played a sorcerer before, and this happened one other time, and it's just so cool when this happens. So
this episode has had so many nat 20s.
Yeah, they're going ham.
2 fireballs, backstory, giant, 3 like nat 1s, 2 nat 20s. It's crazy.
And this is a travel episode.
Okay. So it got a 16 on its saving throw against your fireball.
Okay.
What is your save DC?
14.
14. Okay, so it passes, so it only takes half damage. So still roll your damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as you kind of, as Logan's hands kind of glow gold for a second. Yeah, from pulling out a little bit of fire, and then you throw it, and as it soars past the giant, and then explodes out, catching him at the edge as he's like, "Whoa!" And then you kind of turn back as you kind of pull down, and that gold that was like normally on your hands, just as you cast, you look down, and it is now covering your entire body as you are just emanating light out of you. You have just begun to glow this golden sheen.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'll also add for flavor there, like the Alamani like gold rose like kind of explodes on top of him, and there's like golden flower petals kind of falling around down as well.
Yeah.
I like gold and black magic. I like
or
fire. I like that dichotomy.
I need to write this down.
You were within 3 of gaining resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Oh my god, please. Okay. Just to be clear, I rolled 8 d6s and then added up in half that, or do I only take 4 of the...
No. Roll 8 d6s and add it up and tell me the total, and then I will half it. You don't ever have to worry about halving it. I will do the math there. The hell did my...
28 total.
28 total. So he will take 14 points of fire damage. Alrighty. So, and that brings us, unless you have anything you'd like to do as your bonus action.
I'll look down and be like, ah! As I'm going, so.
Okay. And, yep, that brings us to Monty.
All right. How's he looking?
Very burnt, and chunks of food are just falling out of his stomach.
Cool.
Food as in, like, it just seems like he was able to bite and crunch through whatever he threw across. Like, you see, like, there's, like, raw, like, a deer is, like, parts are coming out, but there's also, like, tree and just, like, gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take first. I'll do a normal swing first. That'll be a 13 though.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
As you as you're swinging, a piece of like boulder that was in his stomach like falls out and just knocks onto your sword and just like just fucking crazily deflects it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make the second one a branding smite.
Okay, so you can use your bonus action, cast branding smite. All right.
Yes. And that'll be a 28
that hits.
To hit.
That very much hits.
All right. So that will be 10 slashing damage and 9 radiant damage.
Alrighty. So he's still standing after this. You kind of take your sword and it bonks out. Then you kind of give it a little bit of branding and you just kind of slice up. And the energy kind of comes off of your sword and just kind of cuts up this deep slash across its chest. As it's like, blood just kind of gushing out over its chest. Thomas?
Does it seem like it's about to die?
You could make the reasonable assumption it is very bloodied.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna play the long game, as much as I want to do another fireball, just in case things go crazy. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Is that not fireball?
That's a second level spell, correct?
Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is just like another ball of flame. So yeah, I'm gonna make my freaking black flame ball and I'm just gonna cast it over there.
All right, are you gonna move it and slam it into him?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Okay.
Can we kind of be like looking at each other like a little bit like, how about this? How about this?
Yeah, just eyeliner tears streaming down my face.
And I'm glowing like radiating, like we're trying to show each other up.
I know.
He got a natural 20 on his dex save.
Okay. What is with this man?
So it slams. He still takes half damage.
Can I have a token for the sphere?
Yeah, let me make you one.
Okay.
I actually roll your damage real quick. Roll 2d6. Okay. Tell me what the total is.
Total is 10.
Okay, you don't need a token because that finishes him off.
Okay, what I want to happen is I want to throw the flame sphere, and I want fire Micah that I'm creating to like kick it, and it goes through him, and then fiery Micah appears on the other side and kicks it, and it just like keeps going back and forth like that, just teleporting around until this dude dies.
You kind of take it and you like Yamcha spirit ball, moving it around as it's flying, and then like flames are pittering off into these like Micahs, like flames that you kind of control that come off of it. this like black fire is like kicking around, and it's like slamming into him and just like burning the giant until you finally hit one that just kind of slams right into the back of its head, and you just hear like a as it kind of, you see its eyes like roll back, and it tries to like step forward and starts to like reach down towards Monty before like falling onto one knee. Monty, you're able to kind of like, you and Buddy kind of split onto either side of it, and then landing, kind of sending dust flying out of the entirety of the area surrounding his body. And then you all notice, for the first time, on his back, there are these large metal hooks embedded into his back. 4 of them, to be precise, that have a few chains, and then there are these like harnesses that inside the harnesses you see these fully crispified goblin-like bodies just frozen in expressions of fear. Just kind of all like, he slams on the ground, and all the chains, you hear like a as all them kind of, they slide off and like pull a little pressure, and you hear like it tear the skin a little bit as you see these like crispified goblins just hanging off of harnesses on this thing's back.
Does Thomas see this from where he is, or?
Yeah, no, you would all see that now.
So it looks like he had some dead goblins attached to him.
Was this like the goblins like war giants?
Like were they Voltroning a giant body?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
If you're gonna come up and kind of investigate and be like, why the fuck are there goblins on hooks in the back of this body?
I only got a 10.
Okay.
But I don't know if anyone else is investing.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I have a
Okay.
+2.
Alrighty.
I have a +8, and I got a 10.
What the hell? Okay, I got a 13, so it doesn't matter either way.
Okay.
I'm stumped.
So what you do notice, they're the goblin hooks. The goblins didn't seem to be like they're freshly dead.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like they're frozen in the moment of like the fire surrounding them. But there you do see like streaming down like the back, there are like juices of things that like the giant had eaten that have streamed down its back. But yeah, that's all you get.
Was this like a buffet?
I don't know, was it?
Are
like
they trying to rope a giant? I'm confused.
The hooks are sunk into its back, and they're not long enough that the goblins would be able to sit on the ground while the giant was standing up.
Am I still glowing?
Yes, you glow for about the next minute, and if anybody gets close to you, they are blinded by just your aura. If anybody gets within 5 feet of you.
Thomas is like soup. I'll go for it.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say Thomas is like super hyped up right now, like when a cartoon character needs to calm down, just like. But yeah.
Dionysus is going to ignore the extremely disturbing image of the 4 goblins hooked onto the giant's back, and she is going to go talk to the little face spirit really fast.
I'm gonna, looking at the glow. What was the cause of the glow again? Is that just like Logan's?
He is just surrounded by this. He is just exuding light. You don't know what it is. He just seems to be exuding this holy light coming off of him.
I'm gonna use divine sense and see if it's like a good kind of thing or just like kind of shite.
1 second.
I don't know if
get what. Let me resolve what Dionysus is doing.
Okay, so Dionysus is just going to say, thank you for coming to our aid. If you see him anytime soon, tell Fearthorn I'm sorry and I hope he feels better.
That's what all of you hear. It responds in Sylvan. Will do, boss! And then, whoop, it will, if you're dismissing it, it will just like absorb into itself and then pop out of existence.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Eventually, after about a minute, that glow kind of comes in. You said you wanted to do divine sense. Right, video?
Yeah.
Let me double check what that does. Oh, 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 it's magic. You know.
That actually plays every time Thomas casts a spell.
Yeah, every time. We haven't like figured out music for the streams yet, but yeah, it's
They were still focusing on the rights for it. But...
although with with Thomas's current mental state, it's My Chemical Romance covering that song.
Yeah.
It's like a really sad piano riff, like dun 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 dun. It's magic.
Okay. You do not detect any celestial fiend or undead.
Cool. Is it a good or bad or neutral?
All you get from divine sense is whether there is a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you.
Oh, okay.
And so, Logan is not a celestial fiend or undead.
All right, you had me for a second there, but you're good. You clean.
That happens sometimes. That was the most beautiful I have ever been. Do any of you
argue otherwise, but yes.
Do any of you know of any potions or something that can make someone glow? That was amazing. Can Thomas? Can you? And you're like I imagine that.
Yeah,
can you cast? Oh, can you?
What?
Can you cast? Can you make me glow? Did you see what I just did? Did you see what I did? Were you watching? Did you see what I did?
Yes, you.
If you can do that to me, can you do that to me again?
My branding smite can like add a small glow effect to it, but I have to hit you first.
I think we might want to do that. I think that might be worth.
Prestidigitation says that I can make a color, small mark, or symbol appear on an object or surface for an hour.
I can do that. I turn myself gold all the time. No, I'm talking about I need to be able to glow again. It doesn't matter. But if you ever can, get back to me.
I mean, I can use prestidigitation to like make harmless sensory effects. And light is a sensory effect as it appeals to the senses, that is the eyes.
I'm going to say you cannot do that because there is specifically the cantrip light that makes stuff illuminate. Because that is a different spell entirely, I'm going to have to say that does not fall under the reins of prestidigitation.
All right, in that case, I'll say, so Logan, here's something that I can do for you. When I cast spells, I can keep people safe from the harmful effects. So if you want, I can cast burning hands on you, but put you in a bubble of safety so that in a sense you are glowing. You won't be damaged, but I guess you'll be on fire.
Can you do that if she hits me with her sword at the same time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
We should do that right now.
We should do that right now.
Monty, watch. I'm gonna
glow. I'm going to reattach Alabaster to the cat. Yeah, she's gonna leave them to their devices on this one.
Are you doing okay? If you're doing that, go ahead and mark off the first level spell slot from you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
So I'm gonna do this with the flat side of my sword, so I'm not like.
Sure, but you're still hit. You have to get the magic to activate. You still have to like swing. Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage because Logan is not avoiding it.
Okay, that's 8 damage.
Roll the hit first.
Oh, sorry, my fault. 19.
19 hits.
And that'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. Did you roll your branding smite damage as well?
Oh, I have not done that. Give me a
You
second.
don't got it. You don't got it.
All right, that's 7 extra damage for a total of
Oh
15.
my god.
So
It's-
as the flames kind of go out and wrap around both of them, you just take your sword and you smack Logan in the chest, and Logan, the breath is taken out of you for a moment, as then like the radiance shoots into your chest and like explodes out through your hands, and then the flames kind of dissipate for a second, and you have this small 5-foot little light glowing around your skin.
This isn't it. This isn't what I wanted. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm sorry.
It's whatever. I just thought you'd be able to do that, so never mind.
Also, the flames I make are abyssal black, so I guess I should have thought about that.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. No, it's fine. I guess just let's go. It doesn't matter.
There's probably a potion seller in Mozetta, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I would do a candy shop.
All right. So,
Logan, actually, Logan. Okay, I just had an idea.
What?
Okay, in Mozetta, there's a candy shop, right? And I asked the person who runs the shop for like the good shit, and they gave me gummy bears that were magically infused. Now, let me tell you, whenever you like lose control and your magic goes crazy, it feels the same as when I would eat those gummy bears. So if we buy a bunch of gummy bears, you know, a lot of shit will go down, but every once in a while you'll glow.
Yes. Wait, that's genius. Thank you, Thomas.
Of course. This kid rules.
Thank you.
all right. So the rest of the day goes by. The rest of the day and the night goes by without much issue. Go ahead and can I get a perception check from Buddy, please, as he goes through the rest of the night.
15.
15. Again, no bird cocks this time. You're not as perceptive as you usually are. As you go on for the rest of the day as you go to sleep. Yes, Thomas.
So Hayden, with Tasha's,
Yes.
there's the cantrip formulas ability
Yes.
where I can change out my cantrips following a long rest. Can I do that, or is that?
Following a long rest? I thought it was whenever you finish whenever you hit a certain level, you can change your things. I'm looking at it right now. 1 second, 1 moment. Just
Because I would love to stalk Light for the sake of our friend Logan.
yeah. Sure. That is something you can do.
Cool. I'm getting rid of Mage Hand. I'm adding Light.
Alrighty. Remember, light can be cast on an object, so again, you will not be able to make all of Logan glow, but you could cast it on like his robes, or his a specific article of clothing, or his gloves, or something like that. Now,
Okay.
that takes us to the 5th day of travel. Can I get somebody to roll a d20 for me, and somebody to roll a survival or intelligence check?
Oops, I can do the D20.
Mm.
And it's a 10. So
Okay.
there's a 0 after that one.
I'll try the survival.
Alrighty.
That's an 8.
Alright. You're making a little bit less good time as you are riding off in this day. But you do start to notice something a little bit peculiar as you're drawing closer to Mozetta. It's spring, almost into summer. But as you draw closer to Mozetta, a certain nip begins to hit the air. There is this odd element of, instead of getting warmer as the past few days have been,
It's a bird's nipple. When you said nip, it's a bird's nipple, right? Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Me and Colin are on the same page.
Instead of getting warmer, it begins to just crest ever cooler throughout this day as you draw closer to Mosetta. But other than that, nothing really occurs on this day of travel. You bed down, the dome comes up, you have your fire, and you move on to our next day of travel. Anything else before this? This is your 6th day. You assume if you travel quick enough, you might be able to make it to Mosetta today.
Right.
I wanna show Logan the like cantrip. Be like, I did some studying last night. Unfortunately, your skin, I can't do it on your skin. But actually, Hayden, this is shenanigan-y. If I used a 1st level spell slot, would you let me cast it on his skin? Because it is an object no bigger than 10 feet, and I do not think that Logan's epidermis is a 10-foot.
Oh man, this is insane.
I am going to say you can. I may regret this in the future, but you don't have to use this 1st level spell slot. You can choose one limb and cast it on that limb.
Is the face a limb?
The head would be a limb.
If I used a... if I used a 3rd level spell
You
slot.
cannot cast cantrips with leveled spell slots. I do not want to set that as a precedent.
No.
I know you wouldn't abuse it, but it's just not something that you can do.
I'm just gonna throw, after hearing all of this, I take a little black ball out and I throw it at Logan's feet, and fire begins to spread up Logan. I'm casting fairy fire on you.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I'm assuming, Logan, you choose to fail the save.
Yes.
What color is your fire?
Green.
Okay. Does it make them specifically glow?
Yes, it makes them emit light. Yeah,
How far does it make them emit light?
I believe 10 feet.
Okay. So this green fire like spreads and is coming off of you, and it's not the same heavenly radiance that you, because you were glowing. You had bright light coming out of you for 30 feet there, but it's closer. It's closer.
And it's green.
It's green.
Green.
All right, I drop it. I'm like, okay, we're done here.
I'll be like, what
Oh,
about...
no, thank you. No, it's good. It's good. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's good. It's good. Green. Yeah.
I'm gonna go, what about this? And I'll tap your robes and I'll use light. And so you are like glowing 20 feet of light. And like, it's like,
So your robe
bright.
glows. And
Yeah.
a lot of your body is now glowing, and it's closer to that divine radiance. But again, it is not the thing where it's like, if anybody is within 5 feet of you, you are being blind. It's
Blind.
closer. It's closer, but it's still not the same glow.
And I'll go. This is perfect, Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you. I look beautiful.
Yes, you do.
So
Look
can I
at
get
you
one
go.
last survival check as you approach Mosetta for this final day of travel, potentially?
All right,
I got
I'll make it.
There we go.
Still disadvantage.
Yeah.
Should I take that?
If it rolls off the table, it rolls on the floor, you always re-roll.
Cool. So it'll be a 20.
20? It's enough. You continue going closer to Mosetta as the chill grows more and more. Your body's getting colder. As Dionysus, you take a second and you see like clouds or some sort of something over Mosetta. Weird, as you kind of notice, like, it doesn't look like rain. It looks soft, like it's whatever's coming out is floating down slowly. After a few more hours of travel, you finally approach, and you can see Mozetta. And you can see this thick, like, white snow that seems to fully encompass Mozetta. And what?
Snowzetta, come on, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It begins to fully encompass, like it's gradually building up as you get closer and closer now to the part where you would consider yourself inside the city, and there is this 2-foot wall inside of Snowzetta. And that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode. Thank you, everybody, as always, for watching. Hope you enjoyed that incredibly active episode with a lot of crazy shit that happened. Of course, we'll see you next week for another venture into what the heck is going on in Mozetta. That's crazy. But until then, we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Everyone.
Bye.